Hi everyone, hope you're well and welcome to all the new subscribers. All three of you that I've bullied, begged, paid off and married. Glad to have you along for the journey. Recently I was lucky enough to get to go on holiday to visit the beautiful Tasmania in Australia and film a bit of drawing in some nice places. I noticed it seemed to be much easier to draw, but also capture footage at these places. So I took some notes and I thought I'd share what I think are the necessary ingredients for an ideal drawing desk setup. First of all, natural materials. This beautiful wooden desk has clearly been well used, with scuffs, scars and lots of imperfections. Rather than making it ugly, the irregularity is what makes it such an interesting surface to have as a background. Some studies have shown that the innate randomness in natural materials, such as wood and stone, cause your eyes to jump around horizontally much more than when they're looking at man-made materials, which is a movement that can apparently help boost creativity by increasing the crosstalk between brain hemispheres. Sure, this could be a conspiracy by big furniture to make us buy really nice couches and dining tables, but I think most of us can feel the inherent peacefulness that comes from being surrounded by natural materials. I think it's also nice to be able to see the physical evidence of hundreds of hours of people's efforts while seated at this desk. Their love and attention, or maybe frustration and dedication to a project, can clearly be seen. These projects are probably long gone, abandoned, finished or forgotten, but the evidence of the effort remains. The second ingredient is a gentle diffuse light. A diffuse light such as provided by this lampshade or the skylight above me means that shadows are nice and soft and there aren't any harsh cast shadows to divert the attention from where we want them to be. I think this lamp was a real cheap one from Kmart and had a crooked shade, but despite all that it still gave really nice results. Number 3 is a nice warm colour temperature. This light globe, surprisingly, was an LED lamp, and normally they're a bit cold looking, emitting light more along the blue spectrum, but this one specifically was 2700 Kelvin, which was a nice cozy temperature, more reminiscent of incandescent or candlelight. Now these three ingredients are great for a desk. But as I was reflecting on these things while on holiday, I also think they're great ingredients for a trip too. I think great holidays usually have an element of being surrounded by lots of natural materials. You can't beat the effectiveness of a long walk in nature to remind you that there is more to life than answering emails, staring at screens, and ticking off endless to-do lists. There's something about putting one foot in front of the other through a changing natural landscape that quite literally reminds you that life is about the journey. It's about the simple things, getting to move your body, breathe fresh air, and reconnect with ourselves and each other. It's also great for building up your appetite so you can appreciate the little things like a nice meal, some warm clothes, and a comfy chair. Number 2. Gentle diffuse light. I think the harsh light of too many expectations can really ruin a holiday. Being too critical forces your attention away from the big picture, which is that you're really blessed to have this opportunity that not everyone gets to take a break, discover new things, and potentially see your life in a whole new perspective. Number 3. Warm temperature. While I do like a good summery tropical holiday, I think what this is really about is the joy of being able to share your holidays with others. The warmth of some good company, whether this is old friends or new relationships you form while you're away. Long after the memory of visiting the current trending Instagrammable venue or restaurant has faded, you'll remember the people you were with and the time you spent together. While writing this, I got a bit obsessed and noticed that these 3 things don't stop at holidays. They're actually not a bad way to live too. So, number 1, natural materials. While being surrounded by natural materials at home and taking regular trips into nature sounds like a pretty nice way to live, this point is actually about remembering that you're a natural material too. The scars, the imperfections, the bits that had to be repaired, these are the things that give you character. It's the wear and tear that makes you unique and far more interesting than the synthetic, photoshopped and too perfect object that is held up as the ideal in today's world. Number 2, gentle light. Like with holidays, life is more enjoyable if you can overlook the flaws. Life probably won't go according to plan, and that's okay. You don't have to linger over every imperfection. Shining a gentle light will bring out the warmth that is already there in the materials and won't distract you from the big picture, which is that we're all pretty lucky to be here. Number 3, warm temperature. If you can, bring friends with you along for the journey. Invest in them, old friends, new friends. Nothing helps make life feel more welcoming than having some good people along the way that wish you well. Of course, you don't really need any of these 3 ingredients for a table, a holiday, or a life, and everyone has different tastes. Maybe you prefer to have a great view, or lots of action to keep things exciting, and that's okay too. Feel free to let me know what your 3 ingredients are in the comments below. Anyway, this was a very long video. Congrats to those that made it to the end. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!